Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to LIBOR's Wednesday webinar. My name is Mary Ann Monteleone, Vice President of Professional Development for LIBOR. This Wednesday, we end our National Realtor Safety Month dedication to every Wednesday webinar. We dealt with some form of realtor safety, starting off with David Lagaz on prospect or predator. We had Ray Beckett for the Realtor Safety app, which is a free benefit to all LIBOR members. And I'm so happy today to present Kevin Strong and Jennifer Graham Strong on physical realtor safety, who will demonstrate some techniques to keep you safe if in the event you are challenged with a situation. The webinars will be recorded and will be available to members on our site on lirealtor.com under Wednesday webinar. I'll put it in the chat. So let's get started, but I'd like to formally introduce our friend Kevin and our friends Kevin and Jennifer, and then turn it over to them. Kevin Strong is a retired police officer and former Marine with 20 plus years of experience. At the start of his career, he was off patrolling the New York City subway system in 1993. He ended his career at NYPD counterterrorism, providing security for New World Trade Center Memorial in 2013. Kevin went on to provide various types of private security and currently is the owner of Strong Body Group Fitness and Cobra Defense Long Island, empowering people with the knowledge and tools to stay healthy, fit, and safe. So welcome, Kevin and Jennifer.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. So yeah, we're happy to be here. As a real estate professional, for you guys, it's crime by appointment. You know, you're out there every day dealing with strangers on a different level. And, you know, although you may have an app, you may use protocol, you may have your cell phone and follow the protocol, you still have to deal with the bad guy, you know, before that protocol kicks in. If you call 911, you still have to deal with the bad guy. And we're going to give a little example of that now. Do you have your bag and your cell phone in your bag? Yes. Okay. All right. I want you to stand back there by the sign. Leave it in your bag. Okay. Or where you would normally have it. Okay. You're going to stand right there by the sign. Over here where they can see you. Right by the bag. Right there. Perfect. 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 Okay. So as realtors, you're in control of a couple things which normal people aren't in control of. The bad guy is in control of three things: time, place, and method of attack. The good thing with your protocol, you guys are the few that are exactly in control of the time and the place that you set your meetings. But you are not in control of the method of attack. You don't know how he's coming. You don't know exactly how he's coming at you. Okay? So just a perfect example. You're going to use your app. Maybe you can run inside a room or run inside your car and use this app or use the phone to call the police. Or maybe you may have a weapon. You may have mace. Are you going to have time to get it out? Are you going to have time to hold on to it? When are you going to realize that it's a threat? Okay? So I'm coming in. You have about 10 feet away. Okay? You realize that I'm a threat. Okay? When I start walking towards you, I want you to get it out and call 911 or hit that app. Okay? Ready? Go. Get it out. 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 Okay. In reality, this is what happens. That's why we tell you don't rely on an app. Don't rely on calling 911. Don't even rely on a weapon. Most people do not want a weapon because, number one, you have to be able to get that weapon out in time. Number one, you have to be able to retain that weapon and make sure the bad guy does not take it from you. And if you do get it out in time, you have to have the guts to pull that trigger and accuracy to shoot him and not anyone else. Okay, so that's number one. Okay, we always assume that the bad guy is faster, stronger, meaner than we are, but we're just smarter and better trained. So most of the realtors that we come across, you know, lots of times it's ladies that become victims. That's just the reality. Soft targets are usually the ladies because in most cases they are the weaker, they are the smaller, and they will perceive them to be a soft target even though they're not. So it'll usually not be a punch or a kick. It'll be some type of a push, pull, or a grab. The most common is the escort hold. Okay, with one hand, you'll be come over here. You'll be grabbed. Okay, someone may come up to you and start saying, "Hey, you look so nice today," and come up to you, and it will start with the grab, simply because they think they can overpower you. Okay, now with the grab, hold on to me. You don't want to use your strength against you. You don't want to just pull away because obviously the stronger person will win. What you want to do is show the break in the hand where the hands are, and you want to pull up and out, bringing your elbow in and coming up and out away from the person. Okay. Now, obviously, that's not all you can do, but this is like Legos. We're going to show you very basic moves that you can build upon. And later on, when you go for the full courses, you will be able to stack these Legos up and you'll have a weapon that you can use at any time. So once again, grabbing from the wrist, okay, shoulder break and pull out. Boom, okay. See, she used two hands. If I'm very strong, that's what you're gonna use. You're gonna use two hands to shoulder break and pull out and pull out. Good. If I'm using two hands, same thing. From here, I got you. Don't try to pull away from me. You're gonna pull up and out. Where the thumbs. Okay. Another thing she did, we're gonna show you a video in a little while, not yet, but verbalization. You want to yell. You want to scream. Okay. You want to scream like you're crazy. Back up. Get back. And just scream and make a lot of noise. Okay. Noise is your friend. You don't want to be discreet about it. Okay. How do you feel, Jennifer?
Good.
Okay, very good. So self-defense is obviously about avoiding the threat. If you can avoid the threat, if your head's on a swivel, your face is not in your cell phone, and you obviously see danger ahead of time, you're going to take a detour. You may not go inside that house, which you're going to see in the video before. She felt a little funny. Gut instinct is very important. Don't ignore it. It was given to you for a reason. If you feel something's not right, make sure that you have an exit strategy and don't go into that house or leave that house immediately. I have an emergency. I have to go. My daughter got sick. Oh, I'm sorry. We got to reschedule this. Bye-bye. I got to go. Okay. Is the money that important to you? Okay. Your health is more important than your wealth, your health and safety. Okay. I know a lot of people are going to ignore certain protocols. Oh, I only serve affluent people. I only work in really nice neighborhoods. That's irrelevant. If you look at some of the things that go on, you really don't want to have that mentality. People have told me, oh, nobody's going to bother me, you know, because I do this and I do that. Meanwhile, they have no training. Okay, so think of COBRA, Combat Objective Battle Ready Application, as your insurance for self-defense. When you get a mortgage, you must have insurance on that house. When you buy a car, you must have that insurance before you leave the lot. You have life insurance when you die, medical insurance, but yet we go around dealing with people every day, strangers, yet we have nothing to try to reduce our risk and ensure our safety. So COBRA is that. Even when you go and buy a little appliance in the store, they ask you, do you have a protection plan for that? Would you like one? So I want you to look at your partner and say, do you have a protection plan for that?
Yes.
You do. Lots of people do not. Okay. I hope you paired up with someone so you can practice these moves. Okay. Because you really do need a partner. Okay. So we did one escape move. Now, prior to even someone grabbing you, there are a couple other moves that you could use in order to strike. First thing you need to understand is that action is always quicker than reaction. I want everybody to hold their hands up about 6 inches apart. I want you to close your eyes. When you hear me clap, I want you to clap. All right. Now, same thing with your eyes open. One side clap, I want you to clap. All right, Jen?
Okay.
Distracted, not much of a difference, okay? Action is always quicker than reaction. So when it comes to breaking out of a move or striking, you always have the upper hand. Disarming someone with a weapon, running, you always have the upper hand. Now, we're starting with the basics. Stance. You feel nervous, you want to always make sure you have distance between you and the individual. Improper stance, you're standing straight towards the person, hands are down. Improper combat stance. 1 foot back, blading the body, making yourself a smaller target, having your hands up above your elbows, hands open, not like you're gonna fight or you might get hit first, okay? No Karate Kid or boxing stances, just nice and passive. How can I help you today? Yeah, just stay right over there. I want you to go into the house first. Just make believe like this is your first time going into this house or this apartment. I want you to get a nice feel for it. You go first. I'm right here if you have any questions, okay? Keep your space. You have your clipboard, whatever you have, your hands are up. If you got to move forward, if you got to move back, if you got to move to the side, if someone comes at you, you can do that, okay? Big target, vulnerable, small target. You're ready, okay? Very good. Passive versus improper stance. Okay. So the bad guy is always looking for a target. He doesn't care how smart you are. He doesn't care how much money you have. He doesn't care that you love your family. You're just a target. And our goal is to make sure that you get home safely. Okay? Now, I have a little video I want you to see, just so you get an idea of how quickly something can happen. And in the video, you're going to see some pre-attack indicators. Pre-attack indicators are something that makes you think something's not right with the individual, that the individual is going to do something. They may be looking around at cameras. They may be looking at the exit. They might bring 1 foot back like they're going to run. Just look out for these things and look at the lady's stance and look at what the lady does, okay? So let's see if we can roll that video.
California screaming for her life, the suspect posing as a potential buyer at first. Here's ABC's Clayton Sendell now.
The attack in broad daylight. A man showing up to an open house in Encino, California, violently shoving a real estate agent to the ground, allegedly groping her, then running away. The agent, who asked us to hide her identity, says the suspect got agitated when she wouldn't go inside with him.
Go, you saw the house, you're done, that's it.
She also says she'd seen the man here a week earlier and that he made her nervous. So on Sunday, she had a friend come with her, but that friend left just before this attack.
I was so lucky. I had a feeling from day one that this person can hurt me.
A security camera captured the man's face. Now the cops want to capture him. The realtor suffered scrapes and bruises. That suspect is still out there, and detectives say they need the public's help to find him. David?
All right, Clayton Sendell, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George.
Very good, very good. All right, so, that's just an example of one of the many things that could happen. Obviously, Real Estate Safety Month is the month where another realtor was killed, and, we're here to bring awareness for this sort of thing. So, as we look at the stance, okay, could we have done anything differently? Maybe, maybe not. Number one, we could have kept our distance a little more. She was very close, and where she was pushed, she automatically fell over. So try to be cognizant of your location. And if you're near an exit, she was outside, very smart. But keep your distance and keep that stance. Now, if someone does come at you from here, and you have a little distance and you have that stance, and you're coming to push me in the chest, it's very simple. Coming at me, boom, boom. You have what's called a brush block coming across, or a triangle block, okay? So once again, clipboard or not, it doesn't matter. You're standing here and you're sort of, you know, like a bullfighter. You're coming and you're going to move. You have a chance to move out of the way rather than if I'm standing like this, I'm a much bigger target and my chest is open. Here, I'm a much smaller target. And you're coming at me and brush block. Okay? So the brush block is with your hands up and you're just brushing to the side, coming across. Okay? So Jen, let me see. Same thing, facing me. Okay? Bladed stance. I'm going to come at you. I'm going to try to push you. Now, if you see in the video, the guy didn't just come like this. He actually cocked back and got ready and he lunged right at her. Okay? So, as I'm coming at you, okay, I want you to see. Okay. If you can push me out of the way, okay? Okay. All right. Okay, coming at you and pushing me out of the way. Okay. Very good. It happens so fast, though. It happens so fast. Okay. We're going to go over some real basic strikes right now. The first strike and the most basic strike from your fighting stance is the jab. The jab comes straight out, right into the opponent's face, into the nose, eyes, mouth, creating tears, creating pain. Your job is not to be a prize fighter, not to be a championship fighter. All of that's irrelevant. So to compare it to a medical professional, you can still save a life using first aid, CPR, using an AED. You don't have to study martial arts for years and years to survive a threat. You can still learn very basic moves that can get you out of a situation. So the strike is the hands are open, looking passive, and the strike comes straight up, right into the face, okay? There's no cocking the hand back. There's no telegraphing. It's just from here and boom, coming straight out. Grab the mat right there, the little one. Okay, so from hands right here. Okay, now, which hand's faster? Whichever one's closest to the bad guy, it doesn't matter. Whichever one is closest, okay? So from here, listen, I'm just trying to get home, you know, I gotta go, boom, coming straight out. Okay, I want you to practice this with someone else. Okay, drop that one. Okay, I want you to put your hands up and come closer so they can see. Hold them out, don't hold them in front of your face. I don't want anybody to get hit. Hold them out here. And your partner is gonna try to hit your hand. If you telegraph it in any way, I want them to move their hand out of the way, okay? So from here, you're holding it up. Listen, I'm not looking for any problems. I'm just boom, okay? I don't want any problems, boom, see? Now, my goal is if she telegraphs it, I'm gonna move my hand out of the way, okay? Okay, good, good, good. I cheated, okay, okay. And that's something you can practice. It's not telegraphed, it's coming straight from the elbow, straight as if I'm trying to tap you in the head, okay? But with force, with power. Your job is to inflict pain and fear in your attacker so he goes find someone else. You're gonna make him realize that you're a hard target and that you're not the one that he should be messing with. He can go find someone else, okay? So with the jab, now you have the cross. The cross is the knockout punch, okay? So we got the jab, the strong arm, the cross is coming across the body, okay? So as this one's coming back, this one's already coming through. Jen has it, Jen has it. So give me a jab cross, Jen, give me a jab cross. Now this might look like regular boxing moves to you. What is Cobra? There you go. Cobra is a combination of, it could be American boxing, karate, it could have moves from Kung Fu, from military tactics. It's law enforcement based, hand-to-hand military moves. It has a culmination of different moves that are effective. Don't get confused in the world of social media. You know, lots of times we think fancy is effective, and lots of times it's the contrary. The most simple, the most direct are the most effective. You see so many styles. If you ever watch an MMA fight, you see so many styles going up against each other. But when it comes down to the real fight, all you see is jabs, cross, elbows, knees, and so forth, and certain locks. You do not see all of this fancy stuff that you see in the movies. It'll be a waste of time in reality. Okay, not to knock the martial artists. You know, they're great sports, but I know lots of people in law enforcement, in the military, that will hurt you severely, you know, and they do not have a black belt. Okay, so you know, keeping that in mind, we're gonna go for another move. First move were the grabs. Escort hold. Come with me. We're going in that room over there. We're going into the basement. We're getting in that car. Okay. Now that you know what you know, will you get into that car? Will you go down into the basement? Will you go into that shed? The outcome won't be good if you follow instructions. You got to fight for it. You got to go for yours. Okay. So verbalization is yelling, screaming like that woman in the video did, screaming as loud as you can. Why would you scream? Obviously to scare the hell out of the bad guy, mess up his plan, because now he knows he might get caught. You're not going to go easy. And number two, to create witnesses. Okay. Okay. So maybe someone will come to the rescue. Somebody will call the police, or, you know, you just have other witnesses in case you lay this person out and he's unable to ever get back up again. You have witness and says, yes, this person was a threat and they did what they had to do to defend themselves. As a police officer, that's what I would have on my side. I would want witnesses to say, if he pulled his gun and he shot this individual, it was because it was justified because of what that person did to me. So next one would be a grab from here, coming closer. Would be a grab, either a choke type hold or a push or a grab from here. Okay, we'll start with the one hand first. The one hand grab is very common. If you grab me here, from here, we have what's called the C strike. Okay, we haven't done the C strike yet. Depending on how long the person's arms are, okay, you could take that C. Where would that C go? We have a couple of places, a couple of great places for the C strike. One would be the throat. Fits in there perfectly. Crush that Adam's apple right there. Boom! Right into the throat. The second place would be the eyes. Stick it right into those grapes as hard as you can. Flip that eyeball around. Okay. Well, if the person's tall and you can't reach them, okay, then you have an issue. Now you have another tool. It's sort of like having a tool belt when you're done with Cobra. You're going to have a bunch of tools to use in different situations. C strike coming across and boom here. So once again, it's a C. The C strike is used for the throat and used for the eyes. That's it. And one other thing, right here, coming across, that C with the left hand, coming across the body, and here. From here, there are many things you could do. More strikes, kicks, drop down to the floor, break the arm, but that's for another class.
Step on top of their foot with your heel.
Yes, that's another good one. Okay, Jen, so let's see if you got this one, okay? I'm going to grab you. Okay, you're going to come. You're going to come with the C strike. See if you can. And come across from the C. Yep. Well, that's more like a brush knock. Okay.
Like the C
from here.
this way?
Yep. Yep. So here, one more time. From here and coming across.
Oh, right.
Okay. That's why you need a partner, so you can practice this over and over again. Repetition is the mother of learning. We just got to keep doing it over and over again. So we have the jab. We have the cross. Jab, cross. Now I want to jab, cross, and a back up. See, now this is the vertical punch. You can turn it over also, but it's just effective, the vertical punch coming through. So we're going to verbalize at the same time. Back up. 1, 2, 3. Back up. 1, 2, 3. Back up. 1, 2, 3. Back up. And same thing. You don't want to hit with your knuckles. Okay. You have the palms. The palm strike is another great tool that we can use. Instead of with the knuckles, we have the palm strike right here. The nose, the chin. Okay. You can use it as a strike or as a push. Okay. Wherever the head goes, the body is going to follow and get the person off balance. And now you can get away. Okay. So from here, same thing, strike and strike. Now, what do you have at the end of those palms? We have some more weapons. Boom. Right there, right down, right across the face, or right across the arms. Wherever you got to grab, wherever you got to scratch, you go for it. You turn it into an animal, okay? I remember a situation where, you know, when we were kids, there was this cute little cat outside and we had a great idea. Oh, let's capture this cat and bring it inside, okay? And we set a little trap for the cat. The cat came inside, we closed the door. The cat raised up, started hissing, the hair raised up, the nails came out. As we approached the cat went crazy. Our first inclination was open that door and get that cat the hell out of here before we get destroyed. That's how it's going to be with you if you get into a confrontation with someone. You know, you're going to change their plan. They're going to see how vicious you are, and they're going to be like, you know what? I'm about to get seriously injured or caught. I got to let this person go. Okay, so same thing. So we got the jab. We got the cross. Next one are the uppercuts coming up. Okay, the person's up here, they're open here, or the head right here, boom, coming up, punching here, or to the body. Dirty boxing. Why is this dirty boxing? Because I'm holding. Okay. This is not a sport. This is reality. Okay. There are no rules. You want to get home to your family, you don't care what it takes. One thing I want you to remember, you were told as a little kid, don't do it. And you probably have that instinct now if you get into a confrontation and you won't do it. We're afraid of little tiny animals running around that we could pick up and squash, but we'll run away from them simply because of this one thing. Jen knows what it is, but she can't say it. Okay? Okay, you grab me from behind. You grab me right here. Right here, those teeth. Those teeth. You can bite. Use those teeth. The jaws are very strong. Okay? Someone grabs you from here, grabs you around the mouth, the face, or anything, a headlock. Don't be afraid to bite. Use those teeth. Okay? So we got the knuckles. We got the palms. We got the nails. We got the teeth. What else do we have? Elbows. Elbow strike. Extremely strong. You ever get hit by an elbow by mistake? Well, imagine if it's intentional, okay? Right there in the jaw, okay? Just to give you an idea how powerful that is, I'll show you. You get an idea how powerful an elbow strike is. Come through, coming in, and strike, and strike. Good, strike, harder. Good, good, good. Now, I want you to yell back up, get back, or whatever you want at the same time. Ready, and fight.
Back up!
Good,
Back up!
good,
Get
good.
away!
Now, give me a palm strike with that hand. One palm strike and then one elbow. Ready, go. Good, palm, elbow, palm, elbow, palm, elbow. Good. So, just have an idea coming in. Okay, here, back up, palm strike, and come through with the elbow. Boom, lights out. And then you get out of there. Okay, elbow strike. Okay, very good. Now, what else do we have besides the elbow? We have the knee strike coming in. Now, another myth, kicking in the groin. Okay, when it comes to self-defense, that might be the only move that some people have. They were told as little kids, anybody bother you, kick them in the balls, kick them in the nuts, kick them in the groin. You hear that over and over again as kids, and you think that's the only thing you have, and it's not as effective as you think. More effective than kicking, if you're not great at kicking, it's a very small target, is what? Yes.
Shot for fruit.
Shot for fruit. We call it shot for fruit in Cobra. Shot for fruit. You're here, coming in. What are you going to do from here? Okay, I grab you. Right, strike. Right. So you're going to strike. You're gonna grab as hard as you can and pull away from the body, causing internal injuries, okay? Strike, grab, and pull. It doesn't matter if you grab the banana or the kiwis, it's gonna hurt just the same. It's gonna cause extreme pain, and they're gonna drop, and it's gonna give you an opportunity to get away. Also, the knee strike as well, very good. Coming in, that knee, okay? Go, Jen, the knee strike coming in, boom, boom, right
Ooh,
there,
right alongside
boom,
you. I'm
right
sorry.
there, she got me, okay? Very effective, okay? If the person gets too close and you can't get out, very effective, that knee strike. And very powerful. Same thing from here. Knee strike, strike, fight, boom. Here we go, here we go. Good, good, and rest. Good. So, with the strikes, we have the jab, we have the cross, we have the uppercuts, we have the elbow, we have the knee. Strike, very good weapons. Those are very basic weapons. We have the teeth. Next one is that we ignore, is the headbutt. Headbutt, right? Not to the head though, but to the nose or the mouth, okay? Their noggin might be just as hard as yours. You might knock yourself out. So you want to get the nose, you want to hit your head right into their nose, break their nose or their mouth and knock out some teeth, okay? That's the only way to do it. When we practice with the helmets, we will do some more of that during our regular training in our Police Academy for Civilians or our survival camp. Another weapon is the thumb punch. Thumb punch. Great tool to stick into the eye. If they got you in a headlock or anything like that, it's not like the Three Stooges where you stick two fingers in the eye. That doesn't work. You break your fingers because it's multi-jointed. You have the two joints with the thumb. You only have the one, and it's very strong like a dagger. So right into the eye, right into the eyeball. That's another one, okay? So from here, we have the wrist grab. We have the one arm choke. Now we have the two arm choke right here. Same thing, that one leg is back, okay? They're overpowering you. You're not gonna fight back. You're just gonna come, and it's called the circular block. Coming across, now you got both arms, okay? And you got a strike. And disengage, run away, okay? This is called the circular block. I hope I'm not going too fast for you. I just want to get it all in. We don't have a lot of time. Okay, so I'm gonna grab you, come here. Nope, I'm grabbing you now. Circular block, arms coming across, good. But arms coming, one arm's coming across, both arms all the way over, boom, and strike with the elbow, boom, right here. And now you're disengaging. Again, let's practice this one. Okay, grab here, got you, boom, and strike. Again, what if I got you against the wall? Same thing? Okay, let's move this over a little. What if you're here against the wall? Same thing? Let's see. Yes, it still works. And strike, you didn't see that, what she did. Okay. Once again, do that again. From here, grab, boom, and strike on the foot. Okay, stomp, stomp, a stomp onto the toe or the top of the foot or down the shin, okay? So the stomp is very effective. If they're in close, their feet are wide open, a stomp to the toe, the top of the foot, or rake it right down the shin, okay? Very, very effective. Okay, so prevention is invisible. You might not have to do some of these moves if you pay attention to your surroundings, if your head's on a swivel, if your head's not in your cell phone and you're paying attention. We say prevention is invisible because you don't get to see all the crimes you prevented. As a police officer, I didn't get to see all the crimes I prevented by being alert, by being vigilant, by being on post, okay? Same thing with you, by following protocol, by being alert, you'll have no idea how many things you stopped, but you'll never have to find out. Okay, so next move. Okay, we have the shop for fruit we have the equalizers. Now, equalizers are very important. It doesn't matter how big you are, this will bring you down to size. That's why they're called equalizers, okay? One equalizer would be the eyes, obviously. It doesn't matter if you're 250 pounds or 105 pounds. If someone strikes you in the eyes, it's gonna create pain and you're gonna be able to disengage and hopefully get out of there, okay? The other first equalizer would be the C strikes, double C strike, regular C strike, or thumb punch to the eyes. Other one would be to the throat. Other equalizer would be the groin area. Okay, that's another option. Okay, can you think of any other equalizers?
No.
Okay, so obviously this is using our own weapons, not using any outside force, any external weapons, just using the weapons that we have already. All right, so let's go into one of my slides here and see. Okay, so you've gone through a lot of our protocols. You've had classes with a lot of protocols. Here we're going to try to stick to mostly the techniques, but I do have a couple of things that are very important that I want you to always think of. Okay, the other one is right here. Meet a prospect outside, away from the front door, and use smoke and mirrors. My partner should be here any moment. Okay. Now, just by creating an imaginary partner, that increases your chances of not having a situation immediately. Okay, you have a prospect come, you feel that you know, they're a little shady. Listen, hey, we can get started, but my partner is about a light away. They should be here by now, but you know, let's get started. They should be here any minute. Just that alone, you know, puts the person on notice that somebody else is coming. Create an imaginary name for your partner and use it all the time, okay? This will help in a situation. Also, always have an exit strategy. Always, if something feels bad, like with the lady that was standing outside, oh, I have to go. Okay, those are two things that are very important, okay? So, next drill we're gonna do is just a simple drill that I give with my clients. It's called the grind. Does anybody know how long it takes for the police to arrive? Like I said, using apps, using phones, using protocols are great. But what happens when they all fail? Now you're stuck with the bad guy. How long does it take for the cops to arrive? How long is it going to take for someone from your office to arrive if you don't have a partner? You know, you're hungry to make that sale and you made a mistake. You went out and now you feel like, you know, you're going to have to deal with this person. 5 to 11 minutes is the national average of how long it takes the police to arrive, okay? So we're gonna do a little drill now. We're gonna set my timer for about 1 minute. You have your phone? We're gonna set it for 1 minute. Now remember, I'm saying 5 minutes to 11 minutes. This means you have to fend for yourself for 1 minute. Now I want you guys to do whatever Jennifer is doing by yourself. If you have a partner, if you have a bag, you can use their hands. You can punch in the air, you can shadow box, okay? 1 minute. Ready, set, and go. Give me jabs. Give me jabs. Good. Jab cross. Jab cross. Good. Jab cross. Good. Run in place. You're running down the corridor. You're running up some stairs. All right. You're running around. You're running down the hallway. You're running outside. You're back at it. He grabs you, right? Here we go. Give me some elbows. Give me some elbows. Here we go. Elbows. Elbow strike. Come on. Give me some knee strikes. Give me some knee strikes. Good. 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 Palm strikes. Palm strikes. Double palm strikes. Come on. Here we go. We're still not at a minute now. Good. Now I'm trying to grab you. Now I'm trying to grab you. Push and pull you, right? Here we go. Push, push, kick, punch, whatever you want to do. Freestyle. Push kick. Oh, yeah. Give me that push kick. We didn't do that push kick yet. 10, 9, 8. I'm coming in on you. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. What time is it? Is that 1 minute? Check.
It didn't go up. Oh, it didn't go up.
All right, so that was
Sorry.
about 1 minute. And I wasn't really that mean, okay? I didn't try to take her head off. I didn't try to take her to the ground. I didn't try to take off her clothes. Okay, and that was 1 minute. Imagine 2 minutes, 3 minutes with the bad guy, just to give you an idea, okay? So these things are extremely important. Okay, next move. We have the wrist grabs. We have the strikes. Oh, you showed us a strike that I didn't show you before. Very important strike. It's called the push kick. Hands are up, and it's not just a regular kick where you're just kicking someone in the shins or in the knee. No, it's a push kick. You're pushing the person away from you. Okay? Maybe out the door, maybe down the stairs, maybe over the fence, maybe through the window, whatever it takes to stop the threat, right? Push kick, ready, huh, push. Good, push. I'm coming after you, push. I'm coming, push. Good. And that's the push kick, another tool in our survival camps, in our Police Academy for Civilians. We do a lot of drills like this. This is combat conditioning drills, okay? Obviously, you don't have to be a marathon runner, but having some endurance may save your life in a confrontation and learning these tools, okay? So what do we have? We have the push kicks. We have the knee. Next move. Everyday weapons. Everyday weapons that we have in our possession. Something as simple as a cleaning agent. Something very strong, 409, Clorox. Better than mace. Plus, the bad guy's not going to have a clue. It's sitting here right on my counter at the open house. Sitting here right on my counter at the open house. He has no clue. If he wants to get stupid, though, he's going to get some. Boom. Right in the eyes, okay? Keys, everyday weapon. We always have them. Myth, put it between your knuckles and fight with it like this. Wrong. Use it like this, coming across, okay? Across the face, like that, holding it like this. We've tested it. It falls out of your hand. It's not effective as you think. You want to use it more as a whipping device. If you can get a little piece of wood on the end of it and use that as well, okay? Sort of like the thumb punch, and strike and use it this way, okay? Striking across the hands, across the arms, very painful, okay? A cup. You're at the open house. Why don't you have some nice hot coffee? Have a thing of nice hot steaming water right there for your coffee, for the open house, for guests when they come. Great weapon. Nothing worse than some steaming, piping hot water thrown in someone's face if you need it. Or the whole canister. You have that as a weapon if you need it, okay? Opening windows can work for you or it can work against you. There have been incidents where the bad guy has come back at the end of the open house, knowing exactly what time it's over and sneaking in through one of those windows. But at the same time, you want to keep your doors open during that open house in case you have to get out. We recommend putting a little block, a little stop block in the hinge of the door so it can't be closed. Incidents have shown that people like to close the door and lock the door right before they're going to do something. Same thing with active shooter situations. They'll close that door and lock it. So make sure you have a little square thing. You can put it right in your pocketbook, something that'll fit right in the hinge of the door so it cannot be shut. They won't even see that. If they attempt to shut the door, then you know what time it is. Something's not going right. Okay. Everyday weapons. We have the coffee. We have the, okay, something as simple as a pencil or a pen, and it's an everyday weapon, right? To the temple, to the temple, to the eyes, to the throat. Okay. A pencil, a pen, file, a nail file. Keep all those things. Why are they so great? Because they don't look like weapons. No one's going to ever detect them or suspect them, but you're going to have them readily available at all times. Okay, a belt is also another thing. A belt with the handle. I don't want to be like Barry. I lost weight. Here we go. The belt. Okay, right here with the nice big buckle. I know you have that big Gucci buckle on the end. You know, excellent weapon. Okay, strike someone with that right across the face before you exit. Okay, great weapon. Okay, right there, a belt. Can you think of any other everyday weapons that we didn't go over? Mace is an everyday weapon, but like I said, this is much better than the mace. Keep 409, Clorox, something that has harsh chemicals. Spray into those eyes. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Okay. So we have the strikes. We have the escapes from the grabs. Now, one other thing, we're going to go over a couple of blocks. Okay. Let's see, a couple of blocks. Yes. What is this? We have a question over here. Who is this? What about tasers? Hey, tasers are good, you know? Let's see. Okay. Depending on what state you live on, there may be different rules with the taser, but if it's going to save your life, it doesn't really matter. But you have to be able to get to that taser, just like the mace, just like the gun, and make sure you're not tased with your own taser, okay? So that's why we like to use everyday weapons. But tasers are fine. They work.
What about the ring for across
The
face?
ring, the ring. Do you have a ring?
Well, mine's
Okay. If you have a ring on, okay. Lots of people think that you have that nice big rock and you're going to punch them in the face with the rock. Much better, much more effective. Turn the rock inside to the inside part of the hand, that palm strike, and rake it across the face. Let that rock rip up their skin, their face. If they're grabbing you, their arms, their hands, use that rock. Turn it inside, okay? And use it to cut them up, okay? Punching, not that effective. Just use the regular punch, okay? Yeah, I forgot about that one. That was a good one. Very good. All right. Okay, so we got the grabs, we got the chokes. Now we're gonna learn a couple of blocks, okay? So most common would be just from a regular punch, coming from here, coming around here, just like that, okay? This one's called a catch block. Okay, so coming around, they want to take your head off, you're coming around, it's a catch block right from here. Jen's important, she has a phone call. Okay, so from here, okay, come closer so they can see. You're coming at my head and you're just catching the block from here. Okay, this is the catch block from here, and then your elbow's right here. You can come right into an elbow strike right from here and take them down, okay? Or just disengage. So the same thing would happen if they have a weapon. It's the same thing. The catch block, you're coming at me, boom, and you're catching the block from here, okay? From here, it's up to you what you want to do. You can come, take them off the floor, and take them down, okay? All right, very good. So, can you think of anything else?
The elbow, right?
The elbow strike, the triangle block.
The triangle, yeah.
The triangle block, okay. All right. We'll give you one more today. We'll give you one more, okay? This is good because if someone's walking towards you, closing in on your space, it's a very simple move, just like with the push with the lady, or someone grabs you, you can use what's called a triangle block, which is you're standing here, this hand comes across, and you're striking the person's arm right here. So from here, okay, if I'm grabbing you, elbow and coming across, right. Again, boom, good. Different angles so they can see. From here, grabbing you and coming across. Good. One more time. Good. And knocking me away. Okay, obviously you can follow that up with something else. Okay, grabbing me. Same thing, coming across, and then you can follow it up with a punch or a kick or whatever you need. Okay?
How about if they're coming at you? You could just shove them out of the way.
Yeah. Well, that's like the one we did
Yeah.
in the beginning. Yeah, with the same one. I mean, we have lots of moves that we could use. The bottom line is that you know the right tools to use depending on the individual. It takes some practice, but right now you can go out there and use a lot of these moves, and they're very effective right away. It's not like you have to become a black belt and study for years and years to do this. Okay, let's just run through those wrist things real quick. One more time, okay? One more time, real quick. The grab, boom, coming
Back
out.
up.
Okay, 2.
Back up.
Good. Okay, from here, the circular block. Boom. Okay, 2 hands, 2 hands. Coming across, elbow strike. Okay, and then you have the other blocks. But yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it as far as the session today, as far as the moves go. If you have any questions, feel free to send them our way, and we'll be happy to give you great answers for them.
Thank you, Kevin and Jennifer. Thank you for that great information. We have a comment, a lot of amazing information and demonstrations. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm watching and, and I'm learning. And what I keep thinking is that, we hope it never comes to this point. And, right. And we encourage everyone to look at the webinars that we are posting soon. We talk about David Lagaz, who's a retired police officer as well, now realtor. He was talking about being at an open house and he actually saw someone rubbing their finger across the top of the window to unlock it, but pretending checking for dust, went over the bedpost and then casually went over to the window. But what they were doing was unlocking it so that they could return. So you be mindful of all of this and trust your instinct, trust your instinct. If it doesn't feel right, it isn't right, leave, get a friend and so on. And we hope it never comes to this, but if it does, you and Jennifer gave us some great techniques that could hopefully give us time to get out of there.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah. So we thank you both, and we look forward to. Wait, I think we have some questions. 1 second.
Okay.
Oh, so much information. Thank you for your time. How do we sign up for more?
Okay, I'm gonna leave my email address. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna leave my email address. It's stronger.fitnessx@gmail.com. I'm gonna send that here. Let me type the answer in here. Okay, yeah. We have survival camps. We have specific real estate safety workshops that are geared more for real estate agents. We have a mini survival camp and a police academy for civilians. So we do a lot of different things. We even have a teen safe program. We're not an ongoing school, but we do a lot of things like this. We'll be going to universities for different types of events and so forth.
Great. Hopefully we'll have you both back, and thank you so very much for a great presentation, demonstration, and everybody stay safe out there.
Thank you, Marianne. Hope to see you soon.
Bye, Jennifer.
Bye.
Bye.